Greatness. Nobody tells you what greatness feels like, because if they did, it wouldn't sound inspiring. It would sound like waking up every day with doubt, like watching people you started with move ahead of you, like carrying a weight nobody else can see. It would sound like sacrificing years for a future that doesn't exist yet, and believing anyway. That's the strange thing about greatness. From the outside, it looks like success. From the inside, it feels a lot like suffering. But what does greatness actually cost? Does it cost your comfort? Does it cost your relationships? Or does it cost something even more valuable? The person you used to be? The question is, are you willing to pay it? Every person who has ever achieved something extraordinary had to make a trade. Not a trade with money, not a trade with time, a trade with life itself.
This is Trinetta Love with City Rhythms, and I am here with 50 Cent. What's going on?
Without anything good.
Before the world knew him as 50 Cent, he was Curtis Jackson. A kid growing up in South Jamaica, Queens, Curtis became obsessed with something else, escape. Not from a place, but from a future. Years later, that obsession would cost him almost everything. 9 bullets, months in recovery, a career that seemed finished before it had begun. Yet while the world moved on, Curtis went back to work. Writing, recording, building. And in 2003, Get Rich or Die Tryin' changed everything. The world called it success. But by then, the price had already been paid. And that's the strange thing about greatness. People only see it once it's complete. They see the trophy, the fame, the money, the recognition, but greatness spends most of its life invisible, hidden inside years that nobody cares about, years where the outcome is uncertain, years where quitting would seem perfectly reasonable, and maybe that's why so many people misunderstand it. They assume greatness is built through talent, or intelligence, or luck. But those things are easy to admire because they don't require us to confront the uncomfortable truth. The uncomfortable truth is that greatness is often a process of separation. The further someone travels from the ordinary, the harder it becomes to remain connected to it. Their priorities change, their routines change. Sometimes their entire identity changes, and the deeper they go, the more difficult it becomes to explain the journey to people who never started it. That's the hidden cost. Not effort, not hard work, but distance. Distance from comfort, distance from certainty, distance from the person they used to be. Because every extraordinary life is built on a series of exchanges. That's the cost of greatness, not what it gives, but what it quietly takes in return.